Hello and welcome back. In the previous lesson, we already did part of the code for your simple network program. Now we are going to continue. So in the last lesson, here is where we stopped, where we read a line from the stream and save it to this variable called line. So the next thing we want to do is we need to look for any special symbols which is sent by the client. So you have to plan first what special symbol you want to use. So a special symbol, it can be any character like M or S or T, so that it has a special meaning for the server. For example, if you wanted the server to show a message box when you receive the character M, so you must look for the character M. So how do we look for the character M from the string? We can use a function line.lastIndexOf. So when you type line and you put a dot there, you will find that there are a few methods which exist for a string, for the string class. Remember that line is actually a string, so these are the possible methods that exist for strings. And the one that we want is lastIndexOf. lastIndexOf. lastIndexOf will search for a character in the string. So just select this now, and then what is the character that you want to search for? So we have already agreed that we are going to use the character M. So all we need to do is now type the character M, and then here lastIndexOf. So we need to test whether the last index is bigger than 0. If the character M exists, then this line.lastIndexOf will return a value which is bigger than 0. So we need to test for that. So to test for that, we need to test whether whatever is being returned is bigger than or equal to 0. So if whatever is returned is bigger than or equal to 0, that means the character M exists in the string. So we just put the if statement in front like this and put brackets surrounding it. So this in programming is called an if statement. An if statement will test the statement inside here whether or not whatever is expressed here is true or false. So in this case here, the line.lastIndexOf method will return a value, whether it's 0 or less than 0. If it returns anything less than 0, it means that the character is not found. If the character is found, it will return 0 or more. Then it means that the character is found. So this is what if is testing for. It's testing whether or not you manage to find the character M in this string. So if you manage to find it, then you want to do something. So what is it that you want to do? You want to pop up a message box. So straight away you type message box dot and then select show. And what message do you want to show? Just say hello. That's all. Like this. So this one reads like a simple English sentence. It means if the last index of line for the character M is equal to 0, show the message box. Show hello string. Alright, so that's what it means. So after you have done this, you need to close everything. So you need to close the stream reader, you also need to close the network stream, close it in the reverse order in which you open it. So here stream reader was the last one being opened, so you need to close it first. Then the second one open was the network stream, so close that next. And then next one will be socket in reverse order. So socket for client dot close. And finally, to close the whole program, we use a special function called system dot, and then from the dot there is environment. So just type E, environment, this is the one you want. and then dot exit, like that. So the exit code, you can put anything you want, right? You can put 0 for example, so you can just type 0 like this, semicolon. Alright, so this is how you close the program by calling the exit function or exit method. So okay, so now our program is there and is ready to run. So we can now click on start to let it build this program and then run it. But it will be invisible. You won't be able to see it. But you can go to your command prompt and test it. If you have closed your command prompt, just open it again. Click on this one here, the Windows icon, and then search for CMD, and then click on command prompt, like this. And then from here, type netstat space dash DAN and hit enter, and look for 4444 to see whether or not it is listening. There you go. 4444 is now listening at the local IP address. 0000 means any IP address. That means if it has got a 2 network interface card, 2 adapters, both of it will be bound to this port. So now we can connect to port 444 by using telnet. So open another separate command prompt, CMD, and then now we are going to connect to ourselves at port 4444. So we're going to use the telnet program. So just type telnet and then specify your IP address for this machine. So you can type localhost, or localhost saves you the trouble of typing out the numbers. Localhost 4444. Alright, press M and hit enter. There you go. Hello message box shows up. When you click OK, it will disconnect. It will disconnect, and here you see your program has closed. Right? So all it does is it opens a port at 4444 and then creates a socket out of 4444, and then it waits for you to type something. Once the client has connected, it will connect, create a socket, and create a stream for the socket, and read the stream. And then it will read a line out of the stream once the user press enter after pressing the M character, and then it will store it in the line string, and then here it will search for the character M, like that. So once if it finds the character M, then it will show message box. Alright, okay, let's try it again one more time. Run, and then open a command prompt, CMD, and then telnet. This time we type 127.0.0.1 spacebar 4444, hit enter, and then press M. You won't be able to see the M there, just hit enter, and again the message box pops up. Okay, so this is the second way to connect using numerical IP address. Okay, I'll show you another way. So now the program is quit. Run the server again, and then come back here, telnet, but this time we are going to telnet to a different IP address. So to find out what available IP address there are, open another command prompt and type the netstat command again to see what other available IP addresses for these machines. So you can type netstat space dash DAN, and then you can find that there are multiple IP addresses for this machine. 127.0.0.1 is one of it. The other one you can use is 192.168.0.114. So just telnet here 192.168.0.114 space 4444. Now this IP address is given by my local my local router, when I connected to my access point, I automatically got this address. So now I hit enter, and I press M again, and I hit enter, and again it pops up. So again it works. So you can see one machine can have multiple IP addresses, and all of it can be used for networking. So in this case, that happens because of this parameter here, any. That means it binds to all the existing network interfaces for the machine. So okay, I think that should be it. Right, you can actually play with this to add more different messages that you want to show. So if you type M, it shows a message hello. If you wanted to show a different string, then you can put another line, copy this line, put below it, and change the character here for it to show a different string. So now I leave you with an exercise for you to try. Modify this program to show a different message when a different character is being sent. Alright, maybe goodbye. When the client sends the character G, you want to show goodbye. So try that as an exercise, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.